Hi, speaking with Rafael and Andy from XTM. Lock Worldwide is coming up on the 29th and 30th of July. XTM will be there. And we will be speaking on various topics, including the whole area of AI. So had a chance to catch up with the two gents. We're on a call right now. Welcome, both of you. Why are you both speaking at Lock World? Andy, do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Hi, many thanks, Dave. Basically, I want to share with everyone the detailed background work that we've been doing, building up all of the assets and everything necessary to bring constructive, really useful AI to TMS systems. We spent the last 5 years building up a massive amount of assets and functions, libraries. We're ready now to actually bring this to the market. I'm also talking on the PIC, the Lockworld PIC, about one of the external kind of manifestations of XTM AI, which is bilingual terminology extraction. But in general, we've built up a massive, very talented team of AI experts within XTM International, headed up by Dr. Rafał Jaworski from Poznań University. We're very proud of the work that's achieved. We're bringing also, in addition to all of the background kind of assets, some very revolutionary new technologies, specifically into language vector space, which is an extremely exciting and advanced technology. Rafa will be talking about that in detail. Thank you very much, Dave.
Yes, thanks. And actually, I'll be talking about the vector space also. But what I want to focus the attention is the exemplary functionality in which this actually helps actual people, right? So I'll be talking about some technical details of how this was all put together, but also I'll be talking about how to make good use of this new technology.
So making the kind of technical AI understandable and usable to normal people, right?
Yes, that's to what extent possible, right? I will just try to explain everything in detail, yes, but also I will just focus on the actual operation of the functionality.
And tell us a little bit about what you're going to be speaking on in this whole area of inlines. And from my own background in software, you know, they were little placeholders and strings, right? Why is that such a complicated area?
Yeah, actually, well, not so much complicated as annoying for the translator to handle such things, because these are inlines in our definition would be all the technical stuff, all the parts of technical language that falls into some text that is to be translated. So we're talking about HTML tags, we're talking about some technical marks and things that are not actually the job of the translator to put them into the target sentence, into the translated sentence in the correct place. So what we are suggesting is, what we are proposing is a mechanism to do this automatically, which is to relieve the translator from the work and to make the work of the translator more enjoyable.
Sounds great. Productivity enhancements. And Andy, you mentioned you'll be speaking about the extraction of bilingual terminology automatically. Sounds like a mouthful, and you'll be doing that at the Process Innovation Challenge platform. Can you tell us a little bit about that particular challenge and why that's a valuable one to solve?
Okay, bilingual terminology extraction is a very difficult problem in localization systems. Basically, you have to take a corpus of source and target text. You have to ensure that it is aligned at the sentence level. You then have to extract all of the nouns and noun phrases in the source language. And then the really difficult part is identifying the equivalent target language words, nouns, and noun phrases. And Finally, you have to present them in their canonical form in order to be able to have a format that can be easily uploaded into XTM. So what we're doing is we're using an enormous amount of AI for this. First of all, automatic alignment, very high quality automatic alignment. And for that, we're using massive, 15 million plus entry multilingual lexicons. You can't align without a lexicon, without bilingual dictionaries. It's impossible to do properly, mainly because people will, in an unconstrained environment, translate multiple target sentences for a single source sentence, or multiple source sentences may be rendered as one sentence in the target language. So you have to use detailed big data. So this is at the core of everything we do. Next comes vector space. And vector space is a really exciting technology that Rafael's been working on with the rest of the XTM AI NLP team. And what we're doing is we're leveraging work done by Google in 2015 and then Facebook. And basically what it means is that the vector space algorithms that were worked on by Google and Facebook allow you to actually identify meanings and the corresponding equivalents of words. So a good example, you can actually query things like, if man is to king, then woman is to, and the system will answer queen. It's really incredible when you see that happening. Any example that you can think of like that, the system's able to respond. Now, the real trick is that, okay, you need an enormous amount of data and very, very powerful servers to do neural analysis of the text. Now, for us, what we've been able to do is obviously use the whole of the internet. So we've crawled the whole of the internet for all of the available languages. This allows us to build extremely detailed models, linguistic models based on vector space. Now, each language vector space is unique. It's like a person's fingerprint. So you can't actually compare between language vector space, except you can. The secret sauce that we brought is the ability to normalize the vector space between two languages, any two arbitrary languages. We're able to do that within the data, the massive big data repositories that we have. Now, this allows us to actually compare the equivalence of words and phrases between a source segment and a target segment. Why is that important? Well, first of all, it allows us to provide enhanced automatic placement of inline elements, because we can actually, with a high degree of probability, work out the equivalence between words and phrases in a source sentence and a target sentence. But we can do also very fancy stuff like bilingual terminology extraction to identify target terms. We can also do predictive typing, we can do subsegment matching, lots of things. And in addition to that, we can actually evaluate the quality of machine translation on a segment by segment level. In addition to that, we can compare the output of different MT engines and compare their quality automatically. This is a phenomenally powerful tool. In addition to that, we use detailed part-of-speech analysis engines donated by Google. Specifically, we use the Dragon engine, and also we use morphological reduction libraries for 63 languages. We've added to those, and we've also added the morphologies for all the irregular verbs in all European languages. So we have a phenomenally large data set to build on. And we have a very clear roadmap bringing all of these enhancements into XTM in the coming releases.
Wow, so vector space and interlanguage vector space is really a backbone for some of these AI functionalities that you're talking about in current and future releases of XTM Cloud.
Very much so. In addition to the big data repositories that we have, massive lexicons.
And if I can cut in here, I just wanted to add to the vector space. What is actually quite extraordinary about this mechanism, this interlingual vector space, is that it's able to actually predict the probability of translation of one word into another, even if these words have never been seen in any kind of dictionary. It's not necessary. The whole big data, the whole data, as Andy mentioned, that was pre-downloaded from the whole available internet, that allows to predict actually with mathematical methods if two words have a chance of being their translations, even though no human ever has made that decision.
Absolutely, it's almost magical in its.
Yes. Looking at the results, at least, yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
The magic is working. Yeah.
So the name vector space gives away a little bit the mathematical background, but clearly this is based on mathematical algorithms and trigonometrical algorithms at that, right?
Yeah, yes, it's basically applied algebra, right? So what you have there is first the training step, which is done on artificial neural networks, and that basically converts all the words into mathematical vectors, that is sequences of numbers. What we do next is we do some algebraical operations on these vectors, and then at the end there come the mathematical functions of computing similarity between vectors, right? So first thing we do when we look at the text is convert it into numbers, and we go on from that point.
Very interesting. So any of the maths hounds out there, in particular anyone interested in complex algebraic equations, should get in touch, right?
Of course, yes. I welcome everyone, yes.
So clearly this is very relevant to companies right now, because through all of this technical and mathematical expertise, you're able to actually produce useful functionality. I thank you both. Both Rafael and Andy will be at Lockworld, as will we at XTM. We'll be there. You can find out more at the xtm.cloud website, on our blog, on our social media channels.
Many thanks, David. Many thanks, Rafael.
Thank you very much.
Yes.